During a road trip across America, a group of friends decides to take a detour down a quiet, remote road. As they drive, something terrifying catches their attention in the woods.
What the
The Grim Reaper. Can you see me?
A mysterious black figure standing on an abandoned railway track, resembling the Grim Reaper.
Hey, where that nigga came charge? He look like he finna throw that stick at your ass. Look at him. He got him bobbing back and forth. Hey, he following the car.
Yeah, he keep turning.
Hey, chill. Hold up before he run it.
As they cautiously continue, the figure slowly turns its gaze toward them, silently watching as they pass. Could this be a member of a sinister cult, or is there another explanation for who this man is and what he's doing there? This creepy video was shared on Reddit by user LCanSpectreDR. Take a look. In the footage, a cyclist is riding through a dark forest at night when they suddenly came across a pale, unclothed humanoid figure. The cyclist spots the figure but seems too frightened to approach or check if they're okay. With little to no context, commenters have been debating what the figure could be: a person in distress, a sleepwalker, or perhaps something paranormal. If you have any insights about this video, let us know. A group of boys was playing football in a forest and took some photos to capture the fun. However, one of the images revealed something strange: a dark figure wearing what appeared to be a cloak. The boys hadn't seen the figure in person, it only showed up in that single photo. Some believe it could be a demon or an evil spirit, wondering if one of the boys might have encountered something sinister before. In this footage, filmed by Camo Tim for the Raylo channel, Tim explores a forest trail where strange happenings were previously reported.
Alright guys, so I got a call from Ray Gloom. He got a email from an anonymous person. It was a weird email, and he heard a laughter. He saw something poke its head back behind a tree. He didn't know what it was. Then he saw it. He said it looked like an elderly lady.
As he explains the details of the encounter, something eerie occurs.
What was that? Did you hear that?
A chilling, unsettling laugh echoes through the trees.
Guys, I just heard an eerie laugh. There it was again. What was that? I don't want to go any further. Can you guys see this? Like, I don't want to go any further. Oh shoot!
While he listens intently, a figure suddenly emerges from behind a tree.
Guys, I heard that eerie laugh right there. What the heck is that? Guys, I'm terrified right now.
Hey! Get out of here!
It looks like an elderly woman, but something is off. It appears she's wearing a mask. Why is she out here in the woods? Is she deliberately trying to scare Tim? Or could this all be a setup by the person who emailed them? A mother and her young daughter were playing in a park near a dense forest. While her daughter laughed and played, the mother captured the happy moments on video. It wasn't until later, as she watched the footage, that she noticed something strange. A peculiar face appeared behind her daughter. There was something deeply unsettling about the face, almost as if it were a mask. The mother who uploaded the video insisted they had been alone in the park that day, making the sighting even more chilling. A Reddit user was hiking the Sycamore Canyon trailhead in Whittier, CA with their cousin when they had a disturbing encounter. They first crossed paths with a man who seemed off. The user and their cousin both felt uneasy about him, but continued deeper into the trail. A while later, they noticed the same man following them. This time he had his hood on and was watching them. When he realized they noticed him, he started throwing things into the creek. Feeling unsafe, they decided to head back. Passing him was tense, but they made it by and began running. They even managed to take this picture. As they hurried out, they passed another man, tall and carrying a hoe with both hands. They weren't sure if the two were connected, but both gave off a strange and unsettling vibe. A cyclist was recording his ride through the forest when he stumbled upon something completely unexpected.
Hello. Stay there, you're good.
He came across a couple in the woods. The woman seemed a bit out of place, adjusting her dress like she was trying to act normal. As the cyclist continued down the trail, he saw something odd. A mattress and belongings scattered in the woods. The man was hurriedly cleaning up, trying to hide it when he noticed the cyclist. It was clear something strange had just happened. A camper spent the night in a dense forest, only to wake up and find something he never wanted to encounter.
Well, this is what we found in our tent this morning. Nasty little bastard. That sucks.
A venomous scorpion had made its way into his tent. Fortunately, it didn't sting him. The thought that it might have wandered through the tent while he was sleeping sent chills down his spine. Though he felt lucky to have escaped the close call, the camper couldn't shake the discomfort and didn't feel safe enough to camp there another night. A Reddit user was reviewing footage from a family member's night cam when they noticed something unusual. In one of the photos, a figure that looked like a ghost appeared in the frame. The family was intrigued and began sharing the image, unsure of what it could be. The user shared the photo online, asking if anyone could edit or analyze it to determine if it might be photoshopped. Still, they found it hard to believe that their family member would do something like that. A grandmother took a photo of her granddaughter during a trip. Everything seemed normal until she reviewed the pictures later. In the second photo, a shadowy figure appeared near the girl. The grandmother believes it could be the spirit of her late husband watching over them, as the figure had the same posture, a similar build, and even seemed to wear similar clothes. In December 2014, a man was startled awake at 2 a.m. by chilling screams coming from the woods behind his house. He decided to go out to find out what was going on. That's when he captured this chilling footage. The screams seemed to echo from deep within the forest, with one child's voice shouting, "Daddy," and an adult voice asking, "Where are you?" The man checked the news the next day, hoping for an explanation, but none came. Some viewers suggested it might have been a setup for a kidnapping, a tactic used to lure people into remote areas. Whatever the truth, the unsettling screams remain a mystery. A woman shared an intriguing trail cam photo taken while her husband was disposing of a deer carcass. However, something unusual caught their attention in the photo. It shows a white, eerie, ghost-like figure and faint facial features and even ears. Some believe it could be a ghost, while others suggest it might merely be an optical illusion caused by light and shadows. Could it simply be a coincidence that it resembles a figure? While hunting on their private property, these hunters suddenly spotted poachers. Without any regard for safety or property boundaries, the poachers recklessly fired at deer just yards away.
Mother. You stay here.
Hey! You better run, you piece of crap! Yeah, that's what I thought. Run, you little Hey! You posting SOB? Get over here!
After a tense confrontation, the hunters immediately contacted law enforcement. Despite the shock of the encounter, they were thankful no one was injured. In early 2020, Reddit user FairFreedom6404 noticed something unsettling on his car after parking at Iroquois Square to grab food. At first, he thought it was just dust, but upon closer inspection, the handprint looked like a skeletal hand or claws. He couldn't help but wonder, was it a prank or something more sinister? In a remote forest, a security camera at an isolated ranger's home captured something unexpected. An unknown woman paced back and forth for about 20 minutes before sneaking into the back of the house. Later, she was seen wandering back into the woods, looking confused and disorientated. Her movements were strange, almost like she was under the influence of something. What was this woman doing out there in the woods, all alone, in the middle of the night? Grizzly Gaz set out for a camping trip on August 10th, 2024. Known for his bravery and calmness, Gaz didn't scare easily. But that night, in the depths of a quiet forest, something strange happened.
You hear that? Something squeaking about outside. Right, I think I'm just going to chill out for a bit now. And we'll see you in the morning.
He was settling in for the night when a high-pitched voice echoed through the woods.
I'm just chilling out, watching a movie that I downloaded. I felt sure I could hear bells. It's not Christmas, is it? Santa's not coming.
Initially thinking it was nothing, Gaz soon realized the sound was growing louder and closer. Then the unmistakable sound of bells rang out, followed by more eerie noises.
I'm gonna have to go check that out.
As his dog began growling, Gaz grabbed his flashlight and went to investigate.
hear it. This is going to be hard work, this. What's squealing now over there? Jesus Christ. Shut me pants then. What's going on with these bells? Just a look. Oh, come on. What you call a pentagram.
The forest was pitch black, but Gaz could sense something watching him.
Oh, he's gone. Oh, he's there, look. You see it? See that eye shine there? Look, it's gone now. I need to figure out what that is, because there shouldn't be anything in here.
As he searched the woods, glowing eyes appeared in the shadows, surrounding him.
In this woodland, just staring at me. If it whistles back now, I'm going to shit my pants. Definitely moving its head. Wouldn't be a deer, would it? Because a deer would have been gone by now. It wouldn't be hanging about. Oh, sorry. You keep. I keep moving you out of the way because I've got my eyes on it. Look, it's blinking and that. Now he's gone. He's back.
Terrified, he rushed back to his tent, but the eyes followed him. The night felt endless, but he made it through. On a remote road known for strange sightings, a group of friends encountered something truly unsettling. Perched on top of a truck hauling logs from the forest was a creepy, dark figure sitting silently. The video doesn't provide enough clarity to determine what it is, but the sighting left them feeling deeply uneasy. Could this mysterious figure be a ghost, or is there another explanation for what's going on here? A group of friends were spending their day climbing trees and exploring in a dense forest when something unexpected happened. While resting in one tree, they noticed a large creature moving below them. It was a Bigfoot-like figure, covered in long black fur and moving swiftly through the forest. As the creature passed by, the friends, terrified but quiet, stopped filming, afraid that the creature might notice them. But fortunately, the creature was completely focused on its path, unaware of the group above. The encounter left them with many questions. What would have happened if the creature had seen them? A man was camping alone at a work site when he noticed a strange bluish figure outside his tent one night. At first, he thought it might be one of his workers, but he quickly realized the figure wasn't human. Suspecting it could be a jinn, he filmed the encounter. How this ended and the authenticity of the footage remains unknown. Chris, an avid mountain biker, was riding through the forests of Furry, British Columbia, when he suddenly felt like he was being watched.
Hey, Mr. Mountain Lion. How are you doing? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. I am much bigger than you. I'm way bigger than you.
At first, he didn't know what was happening, but the situation turned terrifying when he realized that a mountain lion, a stealthy predator, was stalking him.
Where are you going? Yeah? See this, Will? There's the mountain lion. There's a mountain lion right here. And he's just staring me down.
The cougar, silent and patient, was preparing to strike. But just as the animal was getting closer to attack, he raised his arms and stood tall, making himself appear larger and more intimidating.
This is unbelievable. There's a mountain lion right here. Right in front of me. Stay back. Stay there. I'm not afraid of you.
Thankfully, the cougar was scared off by his actions, and Chris was able to escape the terrifying situation. Some friends ventured into a remote area of the forest after hearing strange sounds from nearby towns. What began as a curious exploration soon turned terrifying when they stumbled upon a tree with bones hanging from its branches.
There's bones in the tree. There's a skull, a vertebrae, a pelvis. There's a full skeleton in the tree.
A skull, vertebrae, pelvis, and other body parts were arranged in a disturbing manner. Who placed them there, and what is the story behind this chilling discovery? Randy Thompson from Tehachapi, California, set up a trail camera on his ranch after noticing disturbances in his garden. One day, the camera captured something sprinting by. When Randy slowed down the footage, it appeared to be a creature, possibly a wolf or a large dog-like being, maybe even a werewolf. Randy was obviously shocked and confused when he reviewed the footage. It was confirmed that the video wasn't edited, leaving him with an unexplained sighting. A hiker in the Canadian wilderness was filming a peaceful lake when, upon zooming in, something eerie became visible. A ghostly pale figure moving unnaturally appeared on the far side of the lake. The figure then vanished into what seemed to be the entrance of a cave. The hiker tried shouting at it, but the figure ignored him. Baffled, the hiker never saw the figure again after that. This man was alone in the hills, searching for the perfect camping spot. The day started out uneventfully, but as the evening approached, things took a strange and unsettling turn. He suddenly heard loud knocks coming from the forest. These weren't the usual sounds of nature. They were too loud, too deliberate. Intrigued and uneasy, he switched on his night vision camera to investigate. That's when he saw this.
Rick?
a shadowy figure lurking just beyond the trees. Suddenly, a whispering voice sent chills down his spine. Despite his growing fear, he tried to carry on with his evening, distracting himself by cooking and gathering wood, but the strange sounds wouldn't stop.
Oh, you don't. No idea what the audio is gonna sound like. I'm trying a new microphone and I can already tell you I'm not a fan.
His nerves were on edge as he heard what sounded like footsteps creeping closer to his tent. The night passed uneasily, and when morning finally came, Hoggett began packing to leave. Yet even in the daylight, the eerie atmosphere persisted.
So I've gone through 4 freaking batteries. There's something in the woods. This one could die at any minute, so I have my phone as a backup. Try to get closer. Squirrels are freaking out about something though.
Loud knocks echoed through the trees, and the frightened chatter of squirrels seemed to amplify the tension. Feeling deeply unsettled, Hoggett hurriedly left the forest. A Reddit user set up a trail camera after hiking in a forest that gave them strange vibes. When they checked the footage a few days later, they discovered something unusual. The video begins normally, showing a buck, but then strange lights appear in the background. Initially, the user thought it might just be a spider web in front of the camera. However, the buck seems to notice the lights too, staring at them intently before suddenly running off. Animal behavior experts suggested the deer wasn't actually scared, but this theory has faced criticism from others. Was this a paranormal encounter, or simply a combination of natural animal behavior and optical illusions? A couple was hiking along a logging road in British Columbia when they noticed movement on a distant hilltop. Curious, they decided to film it. When they zoomed in with their camera, they saw a hairy creature walking around and swinging its arms. To them, it resembled an ape-like being. Unsure of what they were looking at, the couple reviewed the footage and realized it showed something that didn't appear to be a typical animal. They posted it online, hoping someone would recognize the creature. While staying in a cabin deep in the forest, this person noticed something unsettling. Inside a nearby shed stood a strange, white, humanoid figure. At first, it looked like a person, but something about it felt off. Could it be an actual person, a case of pareidolia, or perhaps something paranormal? One cold night, a man set out to visit Phantom Canyon Road, which he had heard was haunted. When he arrived, he wasn't fully prepared for the strange feeling the place gave off.
I feel like if there were any place that I would... The freak was that?
As he walked, he began to hear odd sounds and even a faint singing.
I keep hearing stuff, but I'm like 98% sure it's just the bats making weird noises. You know, I don't know if it's my mind playing tricks on me or not, but I definitely just heard singing. Like distant singing. Okay, I know for a fact that the camera can't pick it up. It is so faint that I'm like struggling to hear it. And I don't know if it's like the sounds bouncing off the tunnel walls or what, but it literally sounds like people singing.
It was so quiet this camera couldn't pick it up, but he was sure he heard it. The more he thought about it, the more he felt like something paranormal was going on. As the night went on, a loud noise made him jump and the light flickered.
Okay. I hope the camera picked it up, but I just heard a thud outside. I just turned on my light outside my sliding door. I don't see anything out the windows. It sounded like something hit my van. I'm like shaking right now. Hello? I literally have no idea what that noise could have been. It sounded like something bumping into my van.
When he checked outside, it was just an empty night. He made it through the night, but felt a wave of relief as he set out the next morning. A trail camera set up in the Eerie Pine Barrens of New Jersey captured a strange, unexplainable image. While a deer is clearly visible in the foreground, the background shows an odd figure that's hard to identify. One observer described it as looking like a wooden chair with a woman sitting in it, while others think it's just two deer standing in an unusual position. I guess we'll forever be left questioning what this scary sight really was. A person was driving through the Luka Chukai Mountains, which are located on Navajo Nation land, when he saw something odd and took this photo. The picture shows a huge, creepy figure standing by the side of the road. The creature's eyes glow, possibly reflecting the car's headlights, and it has a furry body that's much taller than a human. The person who uploaded the photo said they had never seen anything like it before. What's even stranger is that only tribal members were allowed in the area at the time, making the presence of this figure even more mysterious. D from D's Dark Adventures ventures into a forest with a mysterious backstory. At first, everything seems normal, but things take a turn when she hears this.
You got this one. Oh God. Oh my God. Ah! So loud. Ah! Where's her stick break? Scared shit out of me.
A stick snapped behind her, making her realize she might not be alone.
All right, we're gonna push forward. You know what I want to do though? Is I want to leave this. I'm not gonna go far from it, but I want to leave it back here while I take this other thing, because I gotta come back through and I'm not gonna go far. There's a light back there. Why is there a light back there? Dude, I'm telling you, there should be no lights. And it's gone. I hope I caught that on camera. It's gone. Now it's back. Is it floating?
Moments later, a light appears in the distance.
So I'm telling her, and as soon as I say, Sherry, I got somebody following me. What the fuck? Nope. No. I got something hissing at me right now, like something big. I'm sorry, I'm leaving. Guys, I don't know what this is.
Dee tries to follow it, but soon hears something approaching and she quickly retreats.
Dude.
When she returns to the spot where she left her equipment, something even stranger happens. Her REM pod is levitating in midair with no one around.
Am I losing my... I gotta... That was in the fucking air, dude. It dropped. My light won't work. That thing was up in the thing and it dropped. To the ground. Hold on, see if I can get to do it again. I was gonna try to see if it does it again, but I keep hearing noises. What the hell was that?
She decided to keep exploring, but suddenly someone or something threw a rock at her feet, a clear sign she was not alone.
Now it's quiet. Dude! Guys, that's big. Nope, where'd it go? That was big wherever it went. Nope, I'm out. Okay, I'm leaving.
She quickly leaves, but the eerie feeling of being watched follows her. Was someone or something playing tricks on her? Or could it have all been an elaborate setup? A group of friends is on a late night drive down a quiet road surrounded by dense bushes and trees. The vibe quickly turned when they noticed something strange up ahead. A figure standing on the side of the road. It was wearing a brown robe and it didn't move as they passed by. According to the group, the figure had a cross around its neck. Could this be the spirit of a monk who died tragically nearby, or is there another explanation? While hiking through a dense forest, a group of friends stumbles upon an old, dried-up well. Curious, they decide to investigate, but what they find inside shocks them.
What is this?
I don't even know.
This is crazy. I thought it was a well.
It leads into a dungeon.
Oh my god. Whose dungeon is this?
I don't know. There's like...
That is crazy. Who's this belong to, though?
I don't know. What is this pot? This is so creepy.
It is creepy.
We gotta go down the stairs.
More stairs.
Rather than a deep, empty hole, they discover a space inside the well that resembles a shelter. Who could have been living here and why? Could this be a hidden place used by someone trying to stay out of sight? And for more chills, watch this next vid.